So, with your kind permission, let's start. So, good morning to all of you. I, Dr. Jitendra Jain, welcome you all in the first session of fifth day of this FDP on outcome-based education. And it's a great privilege for me to welcome Dr. Deepak Kumar, wellness advisor, and he is going to deliver his expert talk on a very relevant topic, that is stress management. The problem of stress is so common nowadays, especially in this pandemic. It increased exponentially due to many factors, as we all know. So, AICT has also made it mandatory to have at least one session of this kind. So, we planned the session on stress management, and we are grateful to Dr. Deepak Kumar for accepting our invitation as an expert in this FDP. Now, before starting the session, let me introduce today's speaker to all of you. Dr. Deepak Kumar is a wellness advisor with a difference. He is guiding the health seekers to follow holistic health practices since last 10 years. He is among very few holistic health practitioners who practice naturopathy, occult science, healing, and acupressure simultaneously. He is also a motivational guru and has conducted several workshops on stress busting through spiritual healing. After working for more than 10 years in holistic wellness therapies, Dr. Kumar founded MAHC, a wellness center, to help people to make healthier and more spiritual choices in their life. He is also a life coach and provides counseling for emotional problems that are the root cause of most physical and mental sickness. His counseling sessions help people to regain their lost life force and to rediscover themselves. His deeply caring nature motivates him to provide emotional support to his clients and to take special interest in the healing process of each individual. Being an engineer by education, he served industry and academia in different capacities for 10 years. And the proud moment for me is that we did Master of Engineering almost 11 years back together from NITTTR Chandigarh. His last technical assignment was the Assistant Director Research at IIMT University Meerut, where he successfully completed many MSME projects. Being a successful technocrat and then academician, he understands the stress that professionals face in their daily life and therefore offer simple yet effective solution for healing. So such a resourceful expert having a perfect blend of technology and spirituality is with us. So really, Dr. Deepak sir, it's a great pleasure for me to have your session in our Atal FDP, and I hope our participants would be definitely benefited from your session. So now, without taking much time, I request you to kindly start your session. Over to you, Deepak.
Namaskar.
Namaskar.
Thank you very much, Jitendra ji, for introducing me the way even I cannot. So, today's topic, dear participants, we have 66 now. One is me, and then 55 participants are here. So, I am taking time of 65 participants. Very valuable time. 65 into 2 hours. That much time I'm going to consume all of you. So, I'll pray to God that let it bless each one of us that whatever time we are spending or investing over here, let us get something beneficial to our life and change. So this name, otherwise also this stress management. This is bit, uh, very new to mankind because what we have done in our culture that we used to manage what is valuable to us. We managed assets, we manage relations, we manage financial issues because those are valuable to us. But it so happened in last 50 years that we have started managing garbage. We are managing electronic waste, we are managing pollution, we are managing stress, which the mankind was not managing before that. You see, the life started on Earth say, 3.7 billion years ago, and that for the microbes. Now, through the evolution from microbe to human being appears on the Earth in 1.25 lakh years ago. So, if we divide this time into 24 hours, if the life started on the Earth before 24 hours, then man appears on the Earth just 4 seconds before. So we are the newest on the planet, and microbes are the oldest on the planet. Now, let me tell you a very interesting thing that if someone who is sitting outside this cosmos or outside our galaxy and seeing our planet Earth on the screen, and if someone select all the human beings and delete, so the planet will be without human beings, and you will be surprised to know that within 18 days, once the human are deleted from this planet, in just 18 days, all short of pollution, all short of infections, all short of dirty things, they will disappear from this planet, and this planet will be a beautiful place. On the other hand, if someone selects the microbes from their screen and delete all the bacteria from the planet, you will be surprised that the life from this planet will end in just 18 hours. So it shows that we human are the problem on this planet. And you see, in last 200 years, the exponential growth happens with only two species. One are the viruses, they increase exponentially, and the human beings, they increase exponentially. So with all our action, with all our intentions, we are prone to be a disaster, a problem on this planet. You see, up to 1950, I must say, all the 30,000 human generation on this planet, they have returned the same planet to their offsprings what they got from their ancestors. But do we claim that we are doing the same? We have that much of electronic waste on the planet that all the developed country they are sending it to developing countries, and then we are dumping into the oceans. We have no way to just utilize it. Now, if you see in China, there are cities where all sort of chemicals out of electronic and computer industries and all other kind of waste, they are just polluting the environment, the groundwater, just everything. So we have created a stress on the planet, a stress in the form of physical things like all sort of pollution and waste, and a stress in our mind. 50 years back, nobody was knowing that stress is the kind of thing which should be managed. But our lifestyle, our exponential growth, uncontrolled growth, our working style, our intentions, we have created a lot of physical stress and mental stress. You see, we are 7% right now. Our population on the planet is 7.7 billion, and we are 7% of the total human beings who have visited this planet. By the end of this century, we will be about 11 billion people on the planet, and researchers say that that will be the maximum population ever will happen on this planet. So, if we can control the population, we have done all sort of remedies, then we can restrict this population to 9 billion up to the end of the century. And we will be then 8% of the total population of human beings visited on this planet. So before this century, that figure nobody will touch, this 9% or 8%, nobody will touch. So we are the maximum people on the planet right now. And the population density it created a stress physically and mentally on the planet. So what on the first level we can do, we can control our population. And on the second place, let me tell you, because we all are the teachers basically, teaching in technical institutions. So one thing which I would like to, one formula I would like to give you people that the height of your why decreases the height of your stress. Means we have invested much on what, but we have not invested on why. You see, we all are making engineers, we are manufacturing engineers. Our what is very big, that what is engineering, how does it work, how does it happen, but we never talk about why. You see, in our uh, culture, if you know Ravan, the Ravana, he has the best technology available. 5,000 years ago, he knows how to change the direction of it, the technology. 5,000 years ago, he knows how to make artificial rain. He has a personal jet plane 5,000 years ago. So you cannot imagine beyond this technology. But because his why was not with him, so he created disaster. So in engineering colleges, when we are teaching our engineers, our budding engineers, so we are equipping them with all sort of technology, but we never tell them why this technology, what to do with this technology, and how much, when to stop. So if we will not equip them with proper education, they will proven to be Ravana and one stage. So the very important thing is that we must tell them why. If we tell them why, the level of stress will automatically come down. These words, I'll start my presentation. Okay. So my screen is visible, Jain Saab, now. And
Yes, sir.
I request one person to be available in the network. हाँ हाँ प्लीज बीच बीच में मेरे को सो दैट मुझे लगे मैं अकेला नहीं हूँ यहाँ पे तो if you see the
Visible, sir.
stress,
Visible.
let me go to another thing. Fine. So let me discuss the point number one, why we stress. So the very first point I would like to mention here is that we are not knowing our basic nature. When I talk about our basic nature, that actually we are basically manifestation of single energy. Earlier, we used to talk about the duality, though Lord Krishna has said Arjun Gita, that duality is the problem of all kind of stress and all kind of problems on the planet. So this, what is this feeling of duality? When we consider ourselves separate from us. You see, if we talk about mind, it has three stages. One is conscious mind, subconscious mind, and superconscious. So at all these three levels of our existence, if we talk about superconscious level, then we all are one. Our superconscious mind is basically one for all, you, me, and everybody. Now, the subconscious mind has a communication with superconscious mind, though it is separated. Now, come to this conscious mind, because our conscious mind has no communication with superconscious mind due to so many reasons we will discuss in presentation. So we have stress. You see, if you connect to the groundwater, see, groundwater is basically superconscious mind. So wherever you go, you'll get, if you have the connection to it, if you have piping system, if you have pumping system, you can take water anytime and you can use it. Suppose you lost the connectivity to groundwater, your superconscious mind, what will happen? You will make an overhead tank and then you will get water in it. So it will create stress on the road. And the second thing is this water will be end one day. So when we are not connected to our subconscious and superconscious mind, and when we don't realize that we all human are the manifestation of subconscious, this individualism creates stress. You see all kind of these new channels, they are creating hatred among the human beings, all sort of events happening around us. So this, when we are indivisible, when we feel the duality that we are separate, it creates the distance. You see, earlier we used to talk about duality like wave and particle, mass and energy, uh, body and mind, time and space. So we talk about the duality. But nowadays, even scientists mention this thing that there is no duality. If you talk about our body is basically manifestation of our mind. Like our mind is a projector and our body is the screen. So this is the single energy which is emerging in the form of molecule. If you understand this, that we are made of single energy, our stress level will come down. Okay, fine. This is very beautiful quotation from William James. I have taken this for this slide. That we are like island in the sea, separated on the surface but connected in the deep. Fine. So we all human beings are like. What Ruby has mentioned it in a beautiful way, that we are not a drop in the ocean, we are basically the entire ocean. So if the water molecule, it has 10 to power 21 water molecules in a drop, and the volume of sea is 21 and 21 liter. So total, if you consider the whole oceans combined together, the water drops in it for 10 to power 56. It means the whole ocean is basically manifestation of single drop. Drop, 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 and it makes the ocean. And ocean is the single. In the same way, our existence is the single. Fine. Now, this is very a beautiful example. You see, I'll mention a lot of analysis data because I'm engineer basically by the attitude. So my view of presentation will be different. You see, when we inhale, suppose we are sitting in a classroom or in a conference room, then we inhale 10 to power 22 air molecules when we breathe in. And when we breathe out, we again exhale 10 to power 22 air molecules. It means the air molecules which are coming out of our body during respiration, they are we are sharing our bits and pieces for our vital organs like kidney, liver, heart, and everything. So the molecules which enter inside me, that goes inside you, then it goes inside the dog, it goes inside your donkey. So on the earth, if you see, there are 10 to power 45 air molecules in the entire planet. So if you take this permutation combination 10 to power 45 and 10 to power 22, the calculation comes like that in 21 days and 10 hours, the air molecule which enter in our body, it enters in 3 weeks time, it enters to the every creation of the to someone who is a bear on the North Polar Pole, and then one squirrel on Africa, one human being on America, the people who hate most in his body also, you love most in her body also. So basically, we are sharing the air molecules. Then these air molecules, when those enter in our body, they will take out a memory of. Then they will go to other person. They will tell the whole story. And outside, what we are showing, that we are making the barriers. I'm not telling the truth to you. You're not telling truth to me. But the air molecules who are inhaling and exhaling, they are telling the whole story to each other. Now, on the subconscious level, we know the whole story, but on the conscious level, we're pretending to be something different, and that creates stress. If you are what you are from inside and outside, if you are same, then it will never create stress. So, appear as you are. Okay, then if you want to pretend, then there will be no stress. This is another, you know, uh, reason for this. Now, let me come to the second point. Second point is, I don't know whether you people believe in numerology or not, but I find it very. I'm not a numerologist, but I find a very important point over here. You see, in numerology, digit one is assigned to sun, and while digit two is assigned to moon. So in the last millennium, that is from year 1000 to 1999, during these 1,000 years, each one of us on the planet, without exception, has one digit in our date of birth. And whatsoever is your date of birth, but you have at least one digit, single one digit in your date of birth. It means the people who born in last millennia, they all have component of sun in their personality. What is the beauty of sun? It gives you the confidence to stand alone. It gives you to never give up attitude. Now let's talk about moon. So if we talk about moon, which is represented by digit 2, it always requires support. It requires support from sun. So if we are a personality like moon, we always look for the support. Fine. If we are sun, we can stand alone. You see, before 1000 AD, you won't get any sort of storage of the general public. The whole the history is about kings and their ministers. But in these 1000 years, the common man emerged because they all have the strong sun with them. Now come to the people who born after 2000. So these are the people from 2000 to 999, next 8,000 years. You cannot say with confidence that everyone in his or her date of birth will have a compulsory one. So these are the people who require support. If you see the people who are in the age of 20 who born after 2000, you see nature has created a wonderful support system for them because they all are the moon kind of person. You see, in our time, we don't have a childhood, we don't have telephone, but now what they have all kind of you know uh, social media. They can have what they can WhatsApp anything, they can share the information. So how this support system emerges in year 2000? It is not some kind of magic, but the kind of people who born after this, they are support. But for that, for these students, for these children who born after 2000, we have to be very careful when we are bringing them because they are the people who always need support. So if this support system will be taken back anytime due to any kind of situation, due to any kind of circumstances, due to disaster or whatsoever, they won't be able to survive. You see, we were the people in our childhood who there is no electricity, there were no telephone lines, there were natural things, so we were able to survive very well. But on the day, if you cut the power and you will see that in the power cut, then everything will won't work. The kind of homes we have made, the kind of technology, the gadgets we are using, and the electricity, all sort of things won't exist, and these people won't be able to survive because these all people are the moon. Now the problem is that when because you see how our parents or fathers have bring up bring up us. They all have given us a lot of abhav in our life. We have a lot of deficiency in resources. So we grown up like Narayan Murthy. He used to travel his son into the bus, but now like a very poor person from inside, we are giving all kind of facilities our children. So what will happen then when they will face the life, the future, and they will see the struggle of their life? They won't be able to withstand it. And they will be stressed. They will be stressed because we are not giving them negative feedback. We are not giving them deficiency. They have not seen the bad times. Personally, if I'm talking to my son, most of the time unnecessarily I used to travel in the passenger train. He may not feel good. Uh, Many times I went to my village with my motorbike. And let me have something missing in his life so that he understand the meaning. If in future he is not all short of resources, if don't have all type of support, with our children will be able to sustain. So it will create a stress for them. Okay, at least during this century, up to 2110. So after 2100, up to 100 years, every children will have at least one single one in their date of birth, one son. But these children, they are of support. So we have to be very, very careful to bringing them up. I request you all people, while sorry, you are nurturing to your children, give negative feedback. Fine, don't provide all sort of facilities like anything like that. It will create stress. You see, in the history of mankind, people were not knowing what is the stress. And a 10 years old child is under the stress nowadays. How it happened? It happened because of their mood. So we have to be very careful. Right. Now, coming to the number three, which is the focus of this presentation, how stress become part of us. The world has repeat at wrong places. God doesn't create wrong people. We put the right people at wrong positions, and this wrong combination creates stress. Fine. No matter in what capacity you are working as CEO, you are working as peon, you are working as color, you are working as shabalaj, you are working as labor, architects. Thing is, God never created defective cases. Fine. Everyone has created perfect, but we have placed them on the wrong places. We have placed them because, at least in India, it so happens that people are working day and night because of their survival, not because of their passions and their choices. So, because we have to work for survival, so that doesn't show in the modern day that is a good thing for the human being. But unfortunately, we are doing that. We are working for the survival. So we have put right people on the wrong place. Believe me, if we put the right people at right places, then there will be no stress, at least at your workplace. The biggest problem nowadays is stress at the work people are facing. They are not enjoying their work because they are on the right. When I'm talking about that this is not the right place, so let me tell you what is the meaning of this not being on the right. If you see our galaxy, our universe, our solar system, our stars, then planet, then all sort of creatures on the planet, then all sort of bodies, then body organs, tissue, cell, everything is basically made of five elements. Fine. And the five elements are fire, air, water, earth, and space. These are the five elements which are basically we are made of. And so the universe is made of the five elements. Fine. Let me repeat again: air, water, earth, fire, and earth. So our body, the body of each individual of us, it is made of five elements, and then the mind of each one of us, it is again made of five elements: air, water, earth, fire, and earth. At the level of body, we used to call them kaf, pit, and vata. Ayurveda, with a combination of these elements. And at the level of mind, when we talk about these four and five elements, we call it Sat, Tam, and Raj. So our personality in all the cases is made up of five elements. Fine. So we all are the human beings. We can divide them into the five type of category. You may be your dominating personality may be fire. My dominating personality may be air. Others dominating personality may be earth, and someone will be water, and someone will be a, a mind type of akash. So we have any of these element as the major element of us. Then how to identify what is your personality type? Are you a fiery man? Are you a fiery human? How you will know? Because the fire element is always desire to lead and to win. So the leaders, most of the leaders, they are the fire element. Now air always like to advise and motivate. So they are basically the advisors. They are basically the counselors. So all kind of consultants and counselors, they are basically the air element. Now all the entrepreneurs, all the owners of the factory, or people who are starting their business or they are running their business, they always believe to plan, see, see the practicability and then to act. So the people who are entrepreneurs, they are basically the earth element. And the people who are innovators, basically, those are the water elements. Because water first feels and then feels and then feels. So those are the water elements. And the people who are the Akasha element, they are bit, you know, they are out of mainstream. They hardly get married, and they have a different life path. They go for search of truth. So they made self discovery, then they attend something, and then they guide to others. They are the Akasha. So all the people on the earth, in your vicinity, in your team, in your college, in your neighborhood, in your club, in your society, every kind of people, they will come in the category of these five type of people. You know? So how to identify the people around you? You see, if you have this kind of attitude, you will start, you know, identifying the people to your children, to your friends, to your spouse, everybody. You would be able to understand what is his or her element. So when fire personality is there, fire personality is always decisive. The fire, they take decision in minutes. If they have to do something, they will fatafat they will take the decision. The air element, they always concerned with the options. They have so many options. You will get confused. You can do this, you can do this, you can do this, you can do this. This had disadvantage, this had disadvantage. Then when a fire element says, then what I should do? The air cannot give the answer. You see, what should to you? But fire always take decision. Air hardly can take decision. But can you give him many options? Now earth are the stable people. Earth personality are the people who always believe on their experience. If you talk something different, which is not their experience, they won't believe on. They're very, very practical person. So they are very stable kind of person. Then what are they are sensitive people? What a kind of people? They're very, very sensitive. If as the people are sitting in a room, the water element will feel something, will smell something out, which other element cannot feel. So they feel, they see the different colors in the world, and then they can create something very beautiful. And the Akasha people, they are the detached. They will just go to the corner and they will start thinking, who I am, why all this is happening. Those are the Akasha people. So by the thought process, how will I identify what is the animal of the person? The water, they remember something. You know? If suppose a girl is a water element and the parents they are she is in love with someone and parents they are marrying them different places and the girl is water element, she won't forget her love because water has the memory like everything happened in front of them right now. So water always remembers the past. Water element can narrate the story of the past like it is happening right now. And the earth people they are always concerned about the project. पैसा किधर से आएगा? Yeah, we will talk about that. So earth people they are very practical people. How you will make the money, how you make the business, how you make the resources, how you earn out of something. So earth people they always concerned about the project. Then air are the people who forgets and forgive easily in their thought process. If they are angry with someone, they will forget after time. Water element, if they have angry with someone, they are angry for the life. They will not forgive. But air element, they forgive and forget. Fine. And then fire people, they work on with the passion on anything and they never give up until unless something is not complete. And Akasha people, they are mostly the people who involved in the meditation, reading kind of thing. Now, this is my research in last 10 years on the elements, which I'm showing will then correlate with your stress problem. So the people on on the earth, what as someone has mentioned in the chat box now, you see everyone has five elements. inside. It doesn't mean if someone is of fiery sign, fiery element, so it doesn't mean he or she does not have another kind of element. We have all sort of element inside us. But out of five, one element is our core element. Core element means the element around which our personality is. Fine. And this is by one. Change. So then you have dominating element. Dominating element basically after the age of 40, this dominating element start reflecting in our personality. So each one of us, without exception, have some change in our thought process or life at the age of 40. We become something different because now the dominating element start dominating on the core element. Fine. So the core element will never change, but it increases. Then C is the primary element, D secondary element, and E is the missing element. So each one of us has one missing element. So if you compare all these five elements with a car, so you see that the car has four wheels, two wheels in the front side, two wheels at the rear side, and this missing element, the fifth element, we can say that there is a because this is a flying car and it has all sort of plates and that is meant to fly. So we can compare like that. So you see, the driving wheel is not the all four wheels. The engine is connected to one or two wheels. Then two wheels are moving freely, but they are giving support. Fine. So the wheels that are only giving support and not connected to the driving system, those are the primary and secondary element. Now, a very, very important thing one must understand over here that if you are an air element, it doesn't mean that you can neglect the other four elements. If one of your tire has no proper air, the guide, your vehicle won't go smooth. So all the four wheels, all the four elements, they must have good lubrication, they must have alignment, they have proper air pressure. Fine. So each one of us should balance all these four elements within us. Spirituality, the Akasha, if that is available with us, the personality is fine. If it is not available, very, very few mention of this space element is there in literature. I have to work hard in last 10 years to find out something about the space element. Everywhere, even in astrology, all the people who are working on the element in the world, they hardly mention the Akash element. So if we have all these four elements balance our personality at the level of core, dominating, primary, and secondary, our life will be wonderful and there will be no stress. Fine. But if suppose one of tire of a car is punctured, then we have problem with driving. So life will not be easy. So to live an stress-free life means you have to balance all your elements. So the process is first you must know, you must identify what is your element, what is your core element, what is your dominating element, what is your primary element, what is your secondary element, what is your missing element. And once you find all the table, then you have to align them. You have to balance them. And if these elements are balanced, you will never get stressed. And how we get stressed? Suppose we have core element fire and we have invested the whole energy, everything in the fire. So the fire part of our personality gets stressed and all the elements they will go beautifully. So if we bring some energy from the fire element to the earth element, you will see that is stress gone. So I am talking the thing which is hardly mentioned in literature, but if you try this, you will definitely get a stress free life. Fine. So every human being has two major and three minor elements. And a major means dominating element and core element, and three minor elements. Okay, we are made like that. So before going to the corporate life, let us go to the family life. I'm giving you a very important clue. See, in a family, the leader of the family, the Chaudhary of the family is always fire element. If you made someone else, suppose you made in charge of the family into the water element, so then there will be dispute. The fire element won't listen. So if you made fire element the head of the family will resist. So the thing is that the fire element in your family will dominate. If suppose a family won't have fire element, then the fire element can be arranged from outside. You will find some families where a family is being run on phone. है ना? तो make a call to चाचा जी, make a call to फूफा जी, मौसा जी बताएंगे, है ना? They take support from somewhere else if they are not getting a fire element. So very important point I'm telling here that when a girl get married, you should always search a fire element in laws. Fine. What happened? Suppose there is a fire element in a family, the girl get married, she is neglecting the fire element. So she or he who is having the fire element, he will be doing all sort of burai, all sort of negative thing about it. But if the girl will identify the fire element and will set the fire element, you know, set means you need not to follow everything, but say yes. Yes, you are right. Mummy, you are right. Papa, you are right. Didi, you are right. If she will do all kinds of things, the fire element will everywhere praise the wonderful Bahu, the wonderful girl. We are lucky people. We got her. So the point is that you should identify the fire element, right? And just give a feeling to fire element that you are not in the opposition to fire element in your life. And if you yourself is a fire element, other one is fire element, then there will be again dispute. Now who has more fire? That will rule. Fine. So fire element, that become something very sometimes very wonderful combination, and sometimes when force A and force B they are F1 minus F2 become zero. Fine. Now I am telling you very important thing that how to design a team. Suppose you are head of department or you are director somewhere and you have to design your team. Where we mistake, what I have seen in corporate and in education also, in our team, suppose I am promoted as director or I'm being made HOD of the department, then what we used to do, we select the people who are element. Suppose I am water, so I'll select all the water element because I have the comfort level with them, and I'll make the team. And through this core team, I'm taking all the decisions. Believe me, I'm going to be a failure in that. What you have to do, I'm giving you very important wisdom that whenever you are making a team, include all the 5 elements available to your department. If you are earth element, probably air will not listen. If you are fire element, probably water won't. So if you are water, then fire will always come in front of you. ऐसे तो नहीं होता. And you will feel uncomfort. But believe me, this uncomfort will make your team a balanced 360-degree fulfilled team. If your team it has all kind of personality in your team, just identify the element of your team and make a team that has all kind of element, and you will be a successful now. You see, if see
Good morning, sir.
Please.
Sir, if you allow, I want to ask a question related to this.
Though we can take it afterward. Okay, please. Please.
Yeah. Should I?
Please.
Yeah. So in the last slide, there you gave the example of the family. In the next, you are giving the example of the team. So I just wanted to know whether if someone is the fire element, for example, and he or she has to adjust, right? Because according to you, the girl has to adjust when she is going in the other family, right? So if she is the fire element and in the family also she get one of the fire elements, this will show that they are not going to adjust with each other.
See, Okay, Induji, what happened that you are a fire element and
I'm
you
little
identified who is the
confused.
fire element.
Like, hmm.
Please, I'm telling you the algorithm. So you are a fire element and you have gone to the Sasural as a girl. So go and identify the fire element. Now that fire element is the element of in that family since last 25 years or 50 years. You just go make a friendship and you start follow them. Like you are following, you are not in collision. Fine, you identified the element and that fire element, the ego will be satisfied. Yeah, she's listening me, and you keep quiet for 6 months. Fine, just follow the fire element. Do this, ji mummy ji. Do this, ji papa ji. Pakodi banao, ji papa ji. Then the fire element will be very happy. They will just you know take in their lap and do everything possible for you. Until you are studying all the people, don't give your reaction for anything. बट आपने फायर एलिमेंट को सेट कर लिया और आप फायर एलिमेंट ही हो तो यकीन कर अगले चौधरी आप होने वाले एंड इफ यू आर you know from the day one because your element is same you will feel a repulsion over there और आपने लड़ाई झगड़ा शुरू कर दिया your life going to be disaster फिर फैसला अदालत में ही होता है let me tell you. So are you getting my point?
Yeah, now it's clear. Thank you, sir. Yeah.
Okay, so if now that was the personal life. I was talking about the professional life when you are making team, being a director, being an HOD, and like that. So you have to remember this that include every kind of element in your team. Great. Now let me tell you, if you are in charge somewhere and you have to, you know, place the people on different departments, then the earth people we are the best work. The earth people they will be comfortable in production. They will be comfortable in maintenance. They will be comfortable in stores, where inventory management is there. They will be comfortable in accounts. And if you take about the water element and water element, they are in customer care, in product designing, and in HR, in human resources. Believe me, if the water element, any other element is there in human resources, it's going to be disaster. Because HR is basically a cup of tea of water element. Always, when you are selecting your HR, just check the element, and if the water, put them there. Now the interior decorators, now the inventors, creative kind of people, like someone is there in the film, drama, dancing, in magazines, they all are the water kind. And then even event management kind of the water element can do best. Fine. Akasha, they are the people who work in the corporate social responsibilities, in astrology, welfare kind of thing. You put there, you put them somewhere else, they are going to be disaster. Okay. Now the fire element, where the fire element can be fire element if it is in the higher management, if it is their purchase, ये खाल खींच लेते हैं दूसरे vendors की, they are good in security. And believe me, if suppose take any department, production is there, maintenance there, account is there, whatsoever is there, make the leader in every department a fire element. The department will run wonderfully. I'm not saying that only water element can be there, but if see, what is my purpose to telling you all this is that in my view, that when your child is there in the 10th class, so there should be a standard procedure that check the element, find out the all sort of his or her element, what is their elemental map. Once you have traced the elemental ratio of the person, you can suggest the career to the person. Fine. If someone is air element and someone is want to join, suppose defense, so or someone is going into the marketing and someone is fire element, not gonna successful. Or someone is want to be a motivational speaker. If air element will be there, it will be wonderful. Someone want to be doctor and someone is water element or air element, then it will be a wonderful choice. Someone want to be teacher, and if he or she would be an air element or water element, it would be wonderful. If you put an earth element into the teaching, he will search tuition. Fine. And if suppose you are an air element and you are fed up with your job and you want to start your own venture, you want to start your business. I'm telling you, air element is the element who changes his or her mind in every format. So if air element will start a business, it's going to be fail. Believe me, it's going to be fail. When air element start the business, it is happening around that you are an air element and then you start your own venture. So if you are air element and you want to start your own venture, then take an earth element with you in terms of partner, in terms of manager, whatever. Because only fire element would be able to work on this project till the end. Fine. So if you are a wrong profession by mistake, it doesn't mean that it won't work. But if you are putting kerosene oil in your vehicle, it won't run, smooth. And where kerosene is required, and you put petrol over there, so it won't run. Fine. So the purpose is for my view is that we should make a standard practice. Sorry, I cannot see towards your questions, otherwise I'll forget all this. I'll take the question answer session. So when in 10th class you identify the element of your children, so you can suggest the career to them, because you see whatever we suggest in our life, what we select in our life, whatever going into the market, so we get into that, or we get impressed with some cousin, younger brother, or the people who have the lavish life. So we select the wrong career. That at the 40, yeah, we have become advocate, and we feel that we need to be a doctor. At the age of 40, we cannot change the profession. At the age of 40, we would be able to know that we're in the wrong profession, but cannot do anything. So if we can do it, guide them at 10th class, then it will be wonderful exercise. Okay. This is something, the part that how to identify the element, individual, how to know how someone is element. So this table is basically just an idea. I'm not saying that this is the perfect table, but this is my observation. So if your date of birth and a date of the date of birth is matching to these numbers, then you can add your core element will be maybe like this. Most probably, it is true in 80% of the cases. Suppose you born on date 1, 10, 19, or 28th of any month, then your number will be 1. Fine. Your driver number is 1. So probably your core element is the fire element. If it is 2, then your water element. And if the total of your date of birth, I mean date, if you born on say 3rd July or 12th July or 21 July or 30th July, suppose you born today, then your number will be 3, and you will be a space element. Or in most of the cases, I have seen the air element. People, they are always behind the knowledge. The people who have 3 numbers. Then 4 this is the combination of air and fire. Someone has mentioned, yes, they're the people who are the combo of the elements. And there are the people who have all the elements in the personality, like Lord Krishna. He has all kind, like Guru Gobind Singh. And you will find the people who are a good painter, a good warrior, a good magician. They're the people who have so many talented. They have the amalgamation of different kind of elements in the personality. See, so, according to number, your core element may be like this, but there are certain other techniques you can find out element. Fine. So this is the quiz which is available on my website, where you can check your element. Okay. I can show you right now, or I'll show you after the presentation. And so this questionnaire is available on my website. You can go there. You can answer the question yes or no carefully. And if you don't know the answer, then give 0.5 marks. So then you can check score of the water, air, fire, the earth, and you would be able to know your element. Fine. Let me give one more example. Okay? These are the questions basically you will get on the website. For different. So let me tell you one thing. Suppose there is a team where all the 5 elements are there. People have want to start something. So the idea to start something, the new idea, first time it will come to the mind of the air. Fine. Now the air element, if the air element now goes to the earth element to tell that, boss, this is the idea we can do. Now the earth element knows that this is a nonsense. He has many ideas. He changes his mind. He is not a practical person. He cannot do anything. So वो आपको डांट के भगा देगा. Fine. So if you are an air element, wonderful idea, because every idea first time comes into the mind of air. There's so many colors. So if you have an idea, just go to water element. Identify and go to water element. So water element is very, very smart. Water element can tell you whether the idea is feasible or not. If idea is feasible, water element will say yes, I am in. If it is not feasible, the water element say was a think other. Now, if water element is convinced with your idea, the water element will create something, will create a blueprint of your idea. Now, what to do next? Don't go to air element. Now go to fire element. This fire element, it believes very much on water element. Fine. The fire element see the blueprint of idea and will ask, हो जाएगा? The water element would say, लगता तो है. Now, if fire element is convinced, then fire element will go to the earth element. And earth element knows very well if something can be executed and something can be done irrespective of all sort of odds that fire element can do. So if you go with, in this way, the earth element, who is basically the resource person, can give you the resource, will be convinced with the idea, and you can go ahead with the project, with the idea. Where we create mistake, we don't know our element. We want to do everything. We don't go to the proper person. We don't go to the proper sequence and all the fails. Fine. Now, this is something I want to discuss with you people. 5 basic elements. And literature, out of these 5 elements, when I'm talking about space, air, fire, water element over here, I am not talking the element of our body. I'm talking the elements of our mind. So when we have all these 5 elements, so we have the combo of 2 of them. If we mix air and space, then we call the Sat Tattva. If fire and water are mixed in someone's personality, we call it Rajas Tattva. And if water and earth is there in the personality of someone, we call it Tamas Tattva. So we have 3 kind of Tattva mentioned in our scripture, in our religion, in our culture, that is Sat, Raj, Tam. So where all this comes, it comes basically the amalgamation of 2 elements in our personality. Fine. Now, watch this slide very carefully. It's a wonderful slide. So, how the personality is decided. So, suppose someone is the Sattvic kind of personality, someone is the combination of Akasha. So, what will be the characteristic of that person? That will be noble, that will be man of perfection, that will be incarnation of love and compassion. Sattvic kind of person. If someone is the Rajas kind of person, means fire and water are the component of someone. That will be Rajasic nature of person and will be aggressive. Right? Very aggressive, want to do something, full of selfish drive, prone to active life, and motivate others and force others to work for it. Fine. The Rajasic kind of. Then there are Tamas kind. Those are the people, yeah, bit inactive. Until unless someone is mandatory or the final date has not come, they won't start. Their engine will not start. So they are the senseless kind of people. They are inactive kind of people. They are the tamasic kind. So we have all these 3 kind of people. Now you're talking about the combination of them. Then, if a person has the combination, the components of Sat and Raj both, then those will be the assertive kind of people. They are the leader kind of people. Those are the people like Subhash Chandra Bose, who stands for their principle and their values. When someone is basically combination of Sattvic and Tattva, that these are this assertive kind. Now, if someone has Sattvic and Tamasic kind of amalgamation in their personality, they will be simple mind. They will be very Siddha aadmi. They lack in worldly experience. Simple people. And if someone has tamasic and rajasic nature in their personality, they are the opportunists. They are the people who always want others to work for them and if you work for them, they will just take your chamber with them. Take your listening. So these are the kind of now if someone is the amalgamation, all kind of five elements, then the common that they have no guidance. You can easily influence them. When they will sit with you, they will say, yeah, you are right. If someone else will tell something to them, yeah, you are right. When they go to somewhere else, they get influenced with people, they have require guidelines to them. They have their own. Now, if someone is the pure sattvic one, that is enlightened soul. If someone has rasic or rasic, then it's a commercial business. They are perfect entrepreneurs. If someone has only tamasic element, they are criminals, they are the lawbreakers. Now, if someone has sattvic and tamasic kind of inclination, they are basically learners. And if you have on this sattvic and rasic, they are the noble leaders. And if you have this rasic and tamasic, they are, we find them some businessmen also, political leader also. We get this kind of person, this kind of people. And this is the train, you know, this is the person you can mold them into any way, either way. So these are basically the whole type of. You see, if if we have 7.7 billion people on Earth, so everyone is different. Everyone is different in the sense because they have a different proportion of infinite proportion of this elemental ratio in their personality. So in that way, we become altogether different from others. But then we can segregate them into category of five type of people, or we can segregate them in three kind of. Because in our Vedic culture, we are most concerned with the three: Satam, Raj, and Brahma, Vishnu. So we have this Trinity concept, which is very good and simple too. Because when you make three out of five, it becomes simple to identify them, to guide them, to please. Fine. Okay. Now this slide is very. You see, every each one of us has impression. We have certain impression. In Hindi, we used to call them sanskara. So we have sanskara. We used to say that कि कूद के पैर पालने में दिख जाते हैं. So if you see a child, suppose there are two twins in a single family, they have been brought up in the same way, they have the same parents and all, but they are showing different characteristics even in the age of 6 months. So they have sanskaras with them. And psychologists and Western people, they understand that environment decides everything for us. But our culture says that it is from the past life and 90% from the past life. Sanskara. So these impressions who are available in our subconscious mind, they basically give birth to the intentions, our intentions. Okay. So on based on our intentions, become our thoughts. So what we think, that comes our sanskaras through our intentions. So those become thoughts. And thoughts, they become action. What we think, that we do. So our action is triggered by our thoughts. And our action create reaction. So actions in our control, but reaction is never in our control. Fine. Now these reactions give birth to the experience, to the sanskara, to the impressions. So this cycle goes like this: that impression, intentions, thought, actions, reaction, and impression. This cycle. This until unless we don't follow Lord Krishna, what he said to Arjuna, that that is action without it, and the intention of result. Fine. So we come into this circle over years, centuries, birth and birth. Fine. So this much. Now impressions are the basic inclination we give birth to our intention. So intentions trigger thoughts. Our thoughts are triggered by our intentions. Thoughts lead to action. Quality of action. Quality of action is decided by the quality of thoughts. जैसे हमारे विचार होंगे वैसे हमारे कार्य होंगे. Action. Everything what we do comes into the thoughts first, and thoughts come from the intention, and intentions come from the impression. So now reactions. What we do, we get reaction out of it. The way we make the result of is the reaction, but that is not in our hand. Then now the reactions get stored in our subconscious mind, and they basically shape our personal. All our reaction get stored. Right. So this is the point. If you want to make your children stress free, this is the place where you have to embed the values in your children. Here you can this is the open mouth thing only, where you can give them. So why we say that their parenting is basically a tapasya. Parenting is a tapasya because the children do not follow our words; they follow our actions. So when we are parents, we have to be very, very careful with the actions because they are observing. So here is the point, the impression. Though 90% impression have been taken from the past life, but this 10% flexibility is with you through your actions in front of your children. So you can embed the values in your children at this point. This is the point where you can change or make them stress-free in their life. You know? So action, at the level of reaction, the change of attitude. You know, at the level of action, improve the quality of your action. You know, and the level of thoughts, broader vision, and selfless. What you get. And at the level of attention, just reorganize. So you have seen this circle. This is very, very important circle. This is basically the heart of this. That if you want to make your children stress-free, identify the element and then change impression to their action, reaction, and fine. Where to teach them what, at what level. Now, this is very, very important. People. The three kind of people around us. We have three kind of people. We have. So, how to be your own favorite teacher? So we have three kind of people: best teacher, average teacher. Now, how it to be? philosophy at work. The best teacher will have a detached performance, dedicated to work. Best teacher is not dedicated to the result, is dedicated to work. Fine. The average teacher attached to work and result. Fine. The work is given, the result is used, average teacher cares. And the poor teacher, they're always insecure. They're attached to status and they are authoritative when they are placed somewhere, and they are chaperones when they are placed somewhere else. So they are attached to status and now what should be the intention of work on your workplace? And the best teacher basically they do selfless work out of compassion, work. And what about average teacher? Average teacher selfish, work under compulsion. सर पे पड़ गया तो करें. Quantity counts, not quality counts. Quantity counts. मैंने ये किया, मैंने वो किया, मैंने किया, बिल्कुल इतना काम मिला, मैं 8 घंटे काम में लगा रहा. That time of promotion they will make also. And poor teacher, they are egocentric and they work that much which is required to survive. Fine. Then attitude at work. Listen to everybody. Fine. The best teacher will listen to all the teachers, on your colleagues, on your subordinates, your students, and will ensure the participation of each one of the team member or the student. Fine. The average teacher, careful and dominates all aspects. Very good. And poor teacher, you don't care. You only find faults in others. ये नहीं हुआ, इसकी वजह से नहीं हुआ. He did this, she did this, that's why. You and this is very that availability beyond class for a good teacher. So a best teacher it always encourages the availability beyond the classroom. You can say that please don't call me from 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. Otherwise I'm available. But you can leave a message with me. Now the average teacher will stay behind and wait here to request. Fine. And poor teacher never come. I am available in the classroom. Don't disturb my personal. Whatever you want to ask, ask me. Then distribution of authority. The best teacher based on willingness to work and capability. If you want to work on the department, you always have, you care about the willingness. Though everybody cannot get that. The job as per the desire. But then, according to the capabilities and willingness, one give priority to that. Wherever it is possible, best teacher. Okay. The average teacher based on contribution to earlier contribution. That is beautiful. And poor teacher who is the blue-eyed man, who is the blue-eyed girl, always set the preference. Who is mine? One very party man who is there not in the party. The relationship with others. So best teacher participates in others' life, share ideas, feelings, and someone said what for the problem. And if someone can share something with you, if your best teacher, someone always eager and comfortable to share so many things with you, and you are giving best advice. That with respecting the feelings and emotions of others, you can suggest participate in this. Average teacher profession never involve in others' emotions and feelings. लगता है लोग सर पे चढ़ जाते हैं, ज़्यादा बात करें तो लोग सर पे and there should be a boundary. I should cross it. There should be isolation. You should lead a team. You should be successful leader, director. No, you have to have isolation. And now the poor teacher, they are beautiful. जो खराब है खराब है, जो अच्छा है. Fine. Then finally the outcome. Okay. The outcome is if you are best teacher, what you will get in return? What will be the byproduct? Your attitude, your doings, that will be good. Stress. So security. caring and everything that is valuable will be the outcome. And what will be the outcome of average teacher? Stress, loneliness, poor health, and disharmony with fine. And for the poor teacher, what will be the outcome? Insecurity, hatred, restlessness, and this stress now would become depression. Fine. Now, what should be your intention at the workplace? Human mind is like parachute. What's better parachute? When you are planning something, you are going to do something, and ask three basic things to yourself. Always, whatever you are, what I'm doing. Say throughout the day, you have to do. Suppose you have to do 100. There are so many things which are pending, and you must understand what you are doing. First of all, after that, what I am doing. Second question is why I am doing. Why I have selected this to do. And the third thing is how I am doing. So what you are doing, why you are doing, and how you are doing. These are three basic questions your intention show at your workplace. Now, when you talk about what I'm doing, when you talk about what I'm doing, you should always consider it is related to what I would like to achieve. Whatever you are doing throughout the day. So every action, every your action, you can put into your two categories. One, the action which is taking you away from your target, and the actions that are pushing you towards the target. There is no third action. So every action you can judge on this. You can do the litmus test that whatever you do, whether it is taking you towards your goal, your mission, or taking away from it, is distracting you from it. So you should always ask, it is related to what I would like to achieve, what I'm doing. Right. Second thing you should ask, very important question, is it necessary for me to do this? Can I delegate this? So if you're poor people, if you're insecure people, you do it yourself. Fine. बहुत सारी बातों को दूसरों को पता चल जाएगा. They won't do it properly. They would know. So if I'm a poor teacher, I won't delegate. Won't delegate the responsibility. And third is how I'm doing is, can I do something differently without disturbing very, very you can be innovative at that. Can I do something different without so this should be your intention. If you really want to peace of mind, stress free, you should, whether you are teacher, whether you are mentor, whether you are head of department, director, whatsoever capacity you are working with, you always should ask these three questions to yourself. क्या मेरे लिए जरूरी है? Is it important? No one else can. Or if it is important for you, can it? And the output should still be, excellent for the previous. Now, how to recognize a good teacher? With students. In his presence, students feel and urge to follow. So, a good leader, when you are with a good leader, always has urge to follow. That is the characteristic of. And the students, they would be always eager to accomplish some project, some goal, certain thing, departmental activities, co-curricular activities, extracurricular activities. They're always, motivated to attain some goal under his or her direction. And mentor stimulates a good teacher or mentor. A teacher should always be a mentor. So a mentor stimulates, motivates, and inspires. Yes, a good teacher does ordinary things extraordinary. As Shikara says, don't tell people how to do. Just tell them what to do. And you will be surprised the way they execute the things. Right? So this is the innovation. When you don't guide them, do like this, only like this, only like this. Fine. So if you give freedom others to creating mistakes and environment where they are bit, they cannot create blunders, they cannot create blunders. But for small mistakes, laboratory, classes, don't embarrass, don't insult them for the small, because we learn from the mistakes. So allow others to do mistakes. Don't tell them to do the things in the routine work, and you will be surprised to see that people in your guidance they are doing the things extraordinary. Now with subordinates, he's a part of group, he leads and does not good teacher, participate in the group, and he find ideas by discussing with his group. Always find discuss with the, there may be people who are different than your element. There are the people who have not the opinions they have as you have. They're the people. There will be a lot of discussion. There will be a lot of noise in that. But then that's the part. If they have a discussion, there is no way. Fine. So in what happened in Indian scenario that if someone is opposing us, we treat him or her as enemy. Very. What I have seen, the people once when I was in corporate, I have seen the Firangis to work. They come to the industry. I have seen their way of working. They argue on everything. They may be they may not be convinced the way someone is proceeding the project. So they argue a lot of they have whole chilla chilli kind of thing. But once something is finalized, then all of them they are still trying to accomplish that. What happened in India? We won't listen भी अपन दिखाते हैं इसको और इसको पता चलेगा. So we have enemy kind of feeling. That is something which creates stress also, and that is something which affect the result also. So a good teacher always finds ideas by discussing with the group. So what are the noble intentions? Action creates external result of success. Intention creates internal result of peace, where your stress is controlled. If you have noble intention, where you will be the winner. Action creates external result of success. Intention creates internal result. So with your actions, your intentions are also. Action without noble intention does not lead to spiritual growth. Intention shaped by values. Very, very here, where our values are important, that is our intention. And that is the growth of our mind. Okay? Action without noble intention does not lead to spiritual growth. Intentions shaped by values. Now, the first line is action without noble intention creates stress. Actions without noble intention create stress. Fine. So our intentions are important, and behind that are the values. What you can do if you are nurturing your children with all sort of white money, with all sort of honesty, you are bringing them up. Then what you are doing, you are creating value in them, and that is something very important part of our profession. That being a teacher, people are the honest people. We have a serving attitude. That's why we are teachers. And if we don't have the service attitude, and we are the money mind kind of people, then we are in the wrong. We have spoiled one post also, we have spoiled generations also, and we always look for the money. Then teaching is not the place. The element is we should do this. But if we are here in the teaching, then we should always have the service. And when we are nurturing our children, we are bringing them up with all sort of service attitude, honesty, they will definitely have good. And if their values are high, their intention, and if their intentions are good, their actions will be good, and there will be no stress. You see, if suppose someone is a policeman, then what will happen? He has to work very hard for being honest. But if someone is teacher, he has to work very hard to become dishonest. So we are in a profession, being a teacher, where this being honest, our profession supports. We have to work hard for being dishonest, and they are profession like policemen. They are the people. They have to face everything. You have to challenge everything for becoming honest. They have to fight for it. Fine. So we are in the noble profession. We should appreciate. We should thanks for it, and we should. You see the depth. Whatever you teach your students, you never know how long it will. Doesn't mean that you are teaching person, you are teaching generations. Whatever you are sharing, what is giving you to the class, what they are observing about you, it goes generations to generations. It goes for infinite time. Fine. The mistake of an engineer can be there in a wall, but the mistakes of a teacher go generation. So we are very responsible kind of people, and we are creating big impacts like each C square. We should always be ideal for our students, and the values we should carry should be very, very high. Otherwise, we should not be. Okay. Now, let me give some tips. So, suppose if you hold a cup for a long time, so it becomes heavier. आपका हाथ उठने लगेगा in the short. Because you are carrying the things with your burden for a long time. Don't carry the burden. Learn to put down the burden and pick it up when you don't carry the burden wherever you go. Don't carry it home also. Now this is very, very light. How to be not distracted. The first thing is be regular to your sleep. Very well. Okay. This is very important. We've seen so many people invariably pick every phone. They are eating, but they will pick up. So the people who are CEOs, or the people who are very successful, what I have observed that they pick the phone by the choice. And there are many people who complain, many phone ki aapne uthaya nahi yaar. I always respond. I'm free. I always respond. I ask my students, my health seekers also at the healing center that don't call again and again. Just put a message. Whenever I see the message, I reply. Because जब फोन नहीं थे तो emergencies तब भी handle होती थी. It's a kind of lifestyle that it was emergency, you did pick up. So at home, pick up phone by choice. And then avoid compulsive thinking. Yes, avoid compulsive thinking. Fine. Avoid compulsive eating. If you are not hungry, just don't. This is very, very important. I have seen at my healing center people who are practicing this strength every day when you are giving some time for yourself. help lot detoxification. It helps lot, you know, to become less stressful. So every day, give some time to yourself for doing that. Fine, it may be difficult to do, but just sit calm, close your room, go to garden, just sit for doing nothing, and you'll be relaxed. And then the very important part is avoid hurry, worry. And what my guru has told me, this is very, very important, that चिंता चिता के समान should never worry. और जल्दी का काम शैतान का होता है. Should don't be hurried. You see, if you look on the nature, nature is never in hurry, yet accomplish everything on time. And we are always in hurry and nothing accomplished on time. And our projects are always late. So never be in hurry because you cannot change the future. So don't worry. And Karim, very, very important that you should be very careful. What the rest of part of the presentation is basically on this curry part, you know. So before going further, I we can take, we have 20 minutes now, so we can take some questions. If you people want to ask something, then we can go ahead out of that. Fine, because many people were coming in between, they're asking questions. So if someone want to ask question, can ask now, we can go. Jiten ji?
Yes, sir. Some questions are also there, sir, in chat box. If elements are
मैं
decided
तो
by
देसी
birth,
आदमी हूँ, how to check.
if elements are decided by birth,
हाँ,
education has nothing to do with profession. Elements are decided by
हाँ,
birth
किसका
or
क्वेश्चन है? हाँ, प्लीज.
yeah, please unmute yourself and ask.
नहीं, प्लीज. हाँ, प्लीज. डॉक्टर विद्या, please unmute yourself and please ask.
From Shanu
Your
Ved,
voice is not coming.
one question: what elements is required to be dominant for being a teacher?
So by mistake, I raised my hand.
See,
Okay.
it happens to me also, and sometimes I don't know how to. Okay, so for teacher, what is the best element? You see, let me tell you one thing. That a teacher, you can be with any element. Fine. The thing is that your element should be balanced. If you have balanced all your element, still you are fire, you can be a teacher. You are water, you can be a very good teacher. See, water element are always very caring to short of element. Our mothers are the most water element. So you can teach her through all element, but your element are balanced. Do you recognize your element? Do you know your strength? Do you know your weaknesses? You know? So if your elemental ratio is balanced, you won't be stressed and you can be a good teacher. The second thing is for teaching, if you ask from my experience, then air element is the best element. You know? If you go to any party and I'm telling you, suppose there is a marriage party and the people are gathered over there, how they will respond, right? The the earth element, they will say health is not good, quality of, you know, quality of food is not good. The crockery is not up to the mark. So the earth, they always look पूरा एक चक्कर काटेंगे. They will go throughout the mandap and they will क्या क्या बना हुआ है. Then you say no, that marriage it was very good. So this earth element is concerned about that. What air element will do? Air element will start talking with the people. अभी इस ग्रुप से बात करेगा, भाभी जी नमस्ते, भाई साहब कैसे हैं. They will go to different group, they interact with the people. वहाँ पे क्या हो रहा है उनको मतलब नहीं है. They will make their own form. They will discuss whatever they can discuss. Air element. Water element, they will sit in a side and observe everything. है ना, ये क्या पहन के आया है, वो उससे क्या बात कर रहा है, मेरे बारे में बात कर रहा है। आई हैव सीन इट इन द अनदर मैरिज आल्सो, ये वही कपड़े पहन के वहां पे भी आई थी, आया था, है ना। और ये डेकोरेशन क्यों अच्छी नहीं है, हाउ इट वुड हैव बीन बेटर डेकोरेशन, हमने इतना पैसा कर दिया, इसमें क्या अच्छा हो सकता था, प्रेजेंटेशन कैसे अच्छा हो सकता है। तो वाटर एलिमेंट वरी अबाउट दिस, फाइन। एंड द फायर एलिमेंट रहेगा डीजे कहाँ बज रहा है, तो डांस वांस का अरेंजमेंट है क्या, लेट अस डू द डांस। तो जाएगा और बोलेगा मेरी पसंद का गाना लगा, चार को इकट्ठा करेगा और डांस करेगा और माइक पकड़ेगा, शुरू हो जाएगा। सो वी हैव डिफरेंट कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स इन अवर पर्सनैलिटी। तो अगर आप टीचर की बात करते हैं तो टीचर कोई भी हो सकता है, बट जो एयर एलिमेंट, जो कि कंसल्टेंट होते हैं, दूसरा कंसल्टेंट्स और बेसिकली the advisors or the motivators, those can be very good. Fine. Any other question?
Yes, sir. Some questions are also there.
हाँ प्लीज आप मुझे पढ़ के बता दें।
हाँ, मैं पढ़ के बताता हूँ. From Mr. Joseph P. Daniel, if elements are decided by birth, education has nothing to do with profession. So, what do you want to say, sir, about this?
हाँ फिर से बताइए,
If elements are
फिर से
decided
बताइए
by
क्वेश्चन।
if elements are decided by birth, education has nothing to do with profession.
See, one thing should be very clear to us that if I supposed to be a very good doctor, है ना, I cannot be good engineer. So education is not, it is which decides your profession. No, your elements decide your profession. Education just sharpen it, है ना. It makes you a good engineer, it makes you good doctor, it makes you good advocate, it makes you good manager. So education won't decide your career. That's why I mentioned that at the in 10th class the elemental test should be there, and then we will give you the 10 profession, you can select one of them. And if you go into the astrology, you can select the exact profession over there. If air element has these type 10 professions, which one profession you can select. So education is facilitating you to do whatever you want to do in a better way. That is the key.
One more question, sir, from the same person. The only people with water element can alone become HR. Others
See,
cannot.
there had been and the thing is, मैं बताता हूँ. One of my students, she was HR, or they are taking interview of the person, and the person was they asking the people about his last job, why he left last job. So he gave the answer that very positive short of answer. So everyone selected that, but my student who were a water element, वो she said कि ये बंदा झूठ बोल रहा है. तो क्या तुम्हें कैसे पता, कहते इसके फेस के ना एक्सप्रेशन चेंज हुए थे फॉर वन वन. बोले ऐसा तो नहीं था, मैं नहीं आया ऑब्जर्व दैट. तो बाद में उन्होंने सीसीटीवी they took the video and run it slowly and they observe surprisingly उसका बंदे का एक्सप्रेशन चेंज हुआ वहां पे. फाइन. तो उसने किसने आइडेंटिफाई किया, वाटर एलिमेंट. वाटर एलिमेंट हमेशा बोलता है कि इस बंदे को अब हमें जो है एक जब आप इंटरव्यू ले लेते हो फाइनली, तो एचआर डिसाइड्स कि इसको बुके भेजना है, इसको बर्थडे विशेष भेजना है, इसको मना करना है, इसके लिए गाड़ी भेजना है, इसको क्या बोनस ऑफर करना है क्या नहीं करना है. और वो मोस्टली अच्छे होते हैं. तो उस लेवल पे जहाँ पे बिल्कुल आपको इंटरेक्ट करना है, आप वाटर एलिमेंट को रखिए. उसके ऊपर आप दूसरे एलिमेंट रखना चाहते हैं, आप रख सकते हैं. बट द थिंग इज कि जो फीलिंग्स, जो ऑब्जर्वेशन ऑफ फीलिंग्स वाटर एलिमेंट का होता है, वो किसी को नहीं. एक चीज मैं आपको ये बताना चाहता हूँ कि देखिए कुछ लोग होते हैं जैसे एयर एलिमेंट है, वो जो किताब में पढ़ लेते हैं वो मिस्टेक नहीं करते. देन द अर्थ एलिमेंट, इफ दे हैव एक्सपीरियंस समथिंग इन देयर लाइफ, वो रिपीट नहीं करते. वाटर एलिमेंट का क्या है, जब तक उसको खुद को नहीं पड़ेगी, जब तक वो खुद फील नहीं करेगा, जब तक लाइफ में फील नहीं करेगा, तब तक वो आपकी बात मानेगा ही. गेटिंग द पॉइंट. और फायर एलिमेंट तो वो होता है कि वो तो सलमान खान होता है, वो कमिटमेंट कर लेता है तो अपनी भी नहीं सुनता, उसको तो करना ही होता है जो करना हो. तो इस तरीके से एलिमेंट का अपना 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 हिसाब होता है. जी. मैम कुछ कह रही थी इंदु मैम, probably, है ना? और क्वेश्चन हो तो बताइए।
Yes, please, Indu ma'am. Would you like to say anything?
Sir, I feel is I have learned a lot related to all these things. This is also one science today I came to know, and really I enjoyed your session. Like many of the
Thank you very much, ma'am. Thank you very
answers you
much.
have given. Yeah, thank you, sir. Thanks for like guiding us. Literally, it's not exactly related to engineering or some stream, but it's related to humans. Like wherever in any field we work, this kind of knowledge is going to help us. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. That is the purpose of keeping this session by AICT, something different, which should be the thing that you should learn in the school of life. And what I mentioned in my lecture also, that the size of our Y decide the size of our stress. If our Y will be big, our stress will be very small. So in our engineering education also, when we are dealing with the students, we always should tell them when to stop. 1 करोड़ 10 करोड़ 100 करोड़ 1000 करोड़, है ना? क्योंकि जो करेंसी है वो इस प्लेनेट पे पैदा हुई है, इस प्लेनेट पे रह जाएगी, अपने साथ क्या लेके जाएगी? तो आप 1000 करोड़ अगर कमाना चाहते हैं, आपको पहले से पता होना चाहिए अर्न 1000 करोड़। एंड इफ यू वांट टू एंजॉय द लाइफ, इफ यू वांट टू सी अराउंड, तो यू शुड नो द लिमिट व्हेन टू स्टॉप, है ना? अगर आपको लिमिट नहीं पता होगी और आपके सामने कोई गलत रास्ता आएगा, आप वो अख्तियार कर लेंगे।
Right,
दैट व्हाई शुड ऑलवेज बी देयर।
right. Thank you, sir. Thanks a lot.
Any other question?
Okay.
Mr. Joseph C. Daniel. He has put many questions in the chat box. So you are requested to kindly unmute and ask directly.
अभी 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 उनको अनम्यूट करने के लिए बोल रही है, पता चला कि गायब भी हो गया। प्लीज आस्क हिम टू अनम्यूट, है?
Are you there?
Are you still
Joseph?
there?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, please.
The resource person said education won't decide career. Is it true, sir?
No. See, element decides career. Definitely, education sharpen the career. It tell you how to do in the best way. Education doesn't decide your career.
And hello, if the elements are decided by date of birth, is it so?
By birth, whether it is date of birth or whatsoever, but we born with our elements. Yes, okay.
So in that case, we will be knowing whether we want to become a criminal or educationist or leader when we born. So that won't be a correct statement. If a person born with a date of birth where he would become a criminal, definitely he will become criminal. And education will never help him. Advice will never help him. He will not have a chance to reform himself or transform himself, because his date of birth decides that he is going to be a criminal. How that argument goes?
No. See, the date decides that you will be a person of tamasic pravarti. Fine. Now the tamasic pravarti person, you will find someone in your family who is always, alsi kind of person, who is sleeping, who is not doing his work. That can be a tamasic kind of person. But then it has different energy levels. Fine. Higher energy level, medium energy level, lower energy level. If education is not proper, he has the greater tendency to go towards, you see, there are 100 students in the class. Everyone selects the group as per the choice. जिसको बदमाश बनना है वो बदमाशों के साथ बैठेगा. But if your education is proper, the element cannot change, but he can be best in his element. Fine. So, being criminal is not the profession. It is not. But yeah, the base is that someone has a tamasic property. But now, if someone is from the water element or the earth element, वो जरूरी नहीं कि डाकू ही बनना है उसको. अर्थ एलिमेंट वाला एंटरप्रेन्योर भी तो बन सकता है ना? It is given in that way. But अगर आप चाहते हो कि you have a son which is water element or earth element and you want to make him fire, you want to ask him to lead 1,000 of people, there will be disputes. You see, if there is a group of 100 people, air can manage it. But if it is more than 100, only fire can manage. That is the purpose. If you want to become, you want to start your own venture, your earth element should be, very much nurtured. Otherwise, you will feel problem. So the earth element and water element, they can be criminal also. Then they can be a very good entrepreneur also. Then they can be very kind of social person also. So we cannot change the circumstances, but we always can choose our action. वो जो स्लाइड मैंने बीच में आपको दिखाया जहाँ पे आप उनके अंदर संस्कार डालते हो, वो संस्कार ही चेंज करते हैं. आप एलिमेंट चेंज नहीं कर सकते. देखिए, आप अपने कमरे को चेंज नहीं कर सकते, बट उस कमरे के अंदर आपको करना क्या, वो हमेशा चेंज कर सकते. Okay.
Any other question?
Any other question?
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, Shanu Ved.
Okay, sir. Okay. Welcome, sir.
One more question.
No, sir,
is
not
from-
a question. Not a question. It's just my understanding. Like
Yeah,
what
you can
Joseph sir,
you can discuss it with the expert.
no, what Joseph sir has just mentioned about the role of education. So I just felt that education is something like which is which we can see the how is it grooming a student or any individual on face. So this is something which is explicit, and the elements which sir just talked about playing a role in deciding a career, they are something which are implicit in nature. I'm not sure if I'm correct or not.
No. You are definitely right. What my point is that once in 10th class or 8th class, you know the element of the person, and at that level, one may not be so mature. Suppose he has one cousin who is very good software engineer, and he's posted in US or in Bangalore, and he get affected from that, and wrongly he's choosing the career. But as the age of 40, he thought that he could have been in the army. Fine. So that is the person that this is your element. Once your element is this, so you can advise that select this. Initially, so one has some reservation because someone may not be so mature at that tender age. But then if you give the proper education, you have selected the correct education, you have selected the correct element, and there will be a wonderful combo. Then there will be no stress. You see, 60% of the technocrats on the date today at the age of 40, they realize that they are at the wrong place. And this is the another cause of stress. So if we do all this in the tender age, 15 years age or so, then ये जो 40 साल में जो frustration आना है, probably नहीं आएगा.
Yes, sir.
Okay?
Agree.
तो मैं थोड़ा सा आपको इसमें, अगर मेरा ये ब्राउजर खुला हुआ है, तो मैं थोड़ा सा आपको दिखाना चाहता था कि कैसे एलिमेंट को सेलेक्ट, कैसे आप एलिमेंट का टेस्ट ले सकते हैं. Okay? I'll take 1 minute. If you have no question, you can ask in between. Okay? Now my screen is visible.
Yes, it's coming.
Yes, sir.
It's visible.
हाँ, तो अगर आप अपने फैमिली मेंबर्स का या अपना एलिमेंटल टेस्ट लेना चाहते हो, देखना चाहते हो एलिमेंट क्या है, apart from the date of birth or your horoscope, so I have mentioned this MAHC dot.
I can't see it, sir. Sorry.
This is my.
Is it visible?
Is it visible?
No,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
I'm
No,
not
no,
able
no.
to see.
No, no, sir. It's a blank
Yes,
screen.
it looks not
Blank
visible.
Okay.
blank screen is there, sir.
Okay. अभी दिख रहा है?
Yes, visible, sir. Like your Google Chrome is visible.
So I have mentioned the name of website over here. This is mahc.co.in. Okay. So if you go to this website, you will get this. Fine. And here I have given some. You can see this. Know your body chakras. Know your body constitution. In body constitution, you can find out your cup with what prakriti, and you can decide your food according to that property, what kind of body constitution you have, and then there is identify the elemental personality, what element you have. So if you click on this, so it will direct you to the some other kind of another link where you can find your element. You know? So here you can find element of yourself, friends, or family members, and you can start the test over here. So you will get the questionnaire for water. You know, I'm holding on the past fears and grievances. So you can say yes, no, or not sure. You know, you will get 10 questions out of water. Then you have air. And in the same way, you will have a questionnaire for all the 5 elements. And then finally, when you submit it, it will give you the result. It will give you the result in the form that water has 7 points, earth has 2 points, fire has 1 point, like that. You can take that screenshot and you can send it to me on here. WhatsApp link is given, because out of your score probably you won't be able to understand what your element is, because I have designed this test in that way that the element will that score won't tell you the correct element. Otherwise तो वो सीधा सीधा ही हो जाता है. So that you can take and then you can send to me and we can discuss anytime. There is no an issue. Fine. So here you can know your elemental ratio. And if you want to know your body constitution, so you can appear for this test also. So you can walk with kapha, you can see your body size, is slim, medium, or large, all short of this question. And this will finally give you the answer when you submit it, which kind of body you are having. And if you are taking food as per your body, then your health will be good, your mental peace will be good, your stress level will not be there. So you can know the body type of yourself and your children, and it will again make you proper holistically happy. Fine. So any other question?
Yeah, one from Indu ma'am. Please ask. I have. Indu Chaudhary ma'am, are you there?
Sir, I mentioned in the chat, I just wanted to know whether we can call it self introspection if someone has done all the tests. So these are the elements which are on the higher side or on the lower side. So it's a kind of introspection, we can say that or not?
नहीं मतलब ये देखिए, ये बिल्कुल वैसा ही है कि आप देखिए, जब आप कोई आर्मी में भर्ती होने जाता है तो वो उसका फिजिकल टेस्ट लेता है. तो इसका मतलब ये नहीं है कि अगर कोई वहां पे रिजेक्ट हो गया तो जिंदगी में कुछ कर नहीं पाएगा, है ना. इंट्रोस्पेक्शन ये है डेफिनेटली, इट इज बेटर नोइंग योरसेल्फ, है ना, सेल्फ डिस्कवरी है, आप अपने बारे में और बेहतर जान जाएंगे. बट अगर आपका एलिमेंट कुछ भी है ना, आप अभी भी विनर हो, है ना. ऐसा नहीं है कि अगर वाटर है और फायर नहीं है तो आप विनर नहीं हो सकते. यू स्टिल कैन बी विनर. यू कैन बी फिल्म मेकर, यू कैन बी गुड टीचर, यू कैन बी गुड एचआर, यू कैन बी क्रिएटर. आप एक इनोवेटर हो सकते हैं, आप अपना काम स्टार्ट कर सकते हैं, तो ऑनलाइन चीज कर सकते हैं, बहुत सारी चीजें कर सकते हैं. बट थिंग इज, जब आप इंट्रोस्पेक्शन करते हैं, जैसे आपने इंट्रोस्पेक्शन में मुझे नाम दिया है, तो अपने बारे में आप बेहतर जानते हैं, तो आपको ये पता होता है कि आपकी कोर डिजायर क्या है ना. आप अपने आप से मिलते हो, अपने एलिमेंट से मिलते हो, तो आपको लाइफ में बेटर स्पिरिचुअल चॉइसेस, बेटर पर्सनल चॉइसेस, बेटर प्रोफेशनल चॉइसेस करने में मदद.
Right. Yeah, thank you, sir.
So I think
So very big part of presentation is balance, where we talk about the food habits and all, है ना. फिर कभी लेंगे, है ना, probably time हो गया है.
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल sir. So let's conclude this session here. So thank you very much, sir, for very excellent session on stress management, and you explained very nicely root cause of stress, like personality type and element wise time management tips, finding our element just by a simple test, and many more things. So I hope all the participants enjoyed the session. And thank you very much, sir, Dr. Deepak sir, for a very interesting session. And on behalf of all the participants, Engineering College Bikaner and Atal AICT team, it's my privilege to extend vote of thanks to Dr. Deepak sir for a wonderful session. So thank you once again to Dr. Deepak sir and all the participants. So dear all, let's take a snapshot of the meeting, and so requested to kindly make your cameras on.
Thank you very much, Jitenji.
Thanks, sir. Thank you very much, sir, for a very nice and informative session, sir. We came to know many new things.
Sir, I have
अभी
taken.
अच्छा लग रहा है सबके चेहरे देख के, तब तो मुझे लगा था ऐसे हाँ कि सत्य नारायण की कथा कर रहा हूँ, है ना? इट्स वंडरफुल। एक मेरे टीचर है जो बोलते हैं कैमरा ऑन करके रखो, लेकिन बोलते हैं दीवारों से बात कर रहा हूँ, तो दैट लुकिंग वेरी वेरी गुड।
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay.
Taken, sir. Done, sir.
Done, sir. So thank you, sir. Thank you once again to all of you. So let's meet at 12 noon again for the next session. Okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay.